Now that's a perfect segue to the what's happening in San Jose. And if you could briefly fill us in on the agreement you reached there.
Briefly, I don't have that kind of time. There are big things happening in San Jose. First of all, I'm a big fan of Paul Fong, but I'm definitely moving to Joan's district. Thank you, Joan. And Ramona Bishop is now my second favorite superintendent in the state of California, so I appreciate the work that you are doing. Briefly, so the focus on evaluation in the San Jose Unified School District, which, by the way, I welcome you all to. You're in my district, home of the greatest teachers union in California, the San Jose Teachers Association. So if we can do anything to make your stay more pleasant, please let us know. The focus has been not on what people outside of our organization are telling us we should do, but what the people inside of our organization know we need to do. Not only for our students, not only for our teachers, but for our parents, our communities, and for our future. We stopped listening to the Senate, with all due respect to Senator Calderon. I don't have time for that kind of crazy abstention is a position, and started looking inward and saying, hey, teachers, what do you need from an evaluation system to know what you need to do to have the impact on your students' lives that you know you were born to do? And that's where the conversation began. What is fair in an evaluation system? What is equitable in an evaluation system? What is accurate and research-based in an evaluation system will produce what is right for an evaluation system. So we've decided to move away from a system that focuses on 30-minute observations with a series of check marks that tell you if you're ineffective, progressing, highly effective. None of those things come with a rubric and nobody knows what those mean. So we actually have a problem with a 4-point system. We've decided to move away from all of that, take the California standards for the teaching profession, thank you to the work of people like Linda Darling-Hammond, and actually sit down with our teachers after extensive observations, and of course all classroom and non-classroom personnel, because we're not just talking about teachers, we're talking about counselors and nurses and speech-language pathologists, because we aren't just looking at the classroom anymore, we're looking at systems that support student development and growth in the direction that we need them to go. So actually asking, this is crazy, our evaluators to write a narrative based on extensive observation and experience with the personnel who were charged with shaping our students' lives is one of the revolutionary contributions San Jose Unified and SJTA are making to the evaluation conversation. On top of that, creating a rigorous oversight process where the teachers and the evaluators share responsibility for ensuring that those evaluations are fair, equitable, and accurate is another innovation that to me is not innovative. It's just the right, the ethical, and the research-based things to do. So our goal is to ensure that every person who comes into contact with a child gets an evaluation that reflects what they contribute to that child's education from somebody who knows what they do. I can't tell you the number of teachers who call and say to me, Jen, I don't know what to tell you. I'm a chemistry teacher. My evaluator was a PE teacher. I respect PE, but half the things he says aren't even science. So that was another focus for us. You know, just making sure that people who are doing the evaluating know how to do it, and when they can't do it correctly, they are accountable to not just one person, but a group of people accountable to both the teacher's representation, because we are only interested in what is right for our students, and to the superintendent himself. And that's where we are headed. And it's a terrifying place to be. We are probably going to screw some of this up. And the conversations that I have with our teachers and our classroom personnel and non-classroom personnel, we just need to take the leap together. We're all going to hold hands, we're going to take a deep breath, we're going to be incredibly transparent, and we're going to build on this tiny flame of trust we have developed with our district. Because in all the conversations I've heard today, I have maybe only once heard the word trust. I've heard about dysfunctional districts, and they are out there. Come work in my district. I have heard about dysfunctional school boards. They are out there, and one of my school board members is here. Hey, Teresa. Ours is not, but it takes work. It is a marriage where nobody picks their partner, and it still requires the same amount of time, communication, and passion. And because we've been honest and transparent with each other, we can take those tiny steps towards really altering the direction of our district.
Jennifer, just to clarify, you were able to reach an agreement with the school district?
Yes.
That's a negotiated agreement on this?
Well, the two bargaining teams have reached an agreement. By the way, this is all a secret. Don't tell anybody, because our membership, the vote is honestly out for ratification by our membership, and they are terrified, excited and terrified by the possibilities that empowering them to take their profession back from the pundits and the business people who don't know what they do in the classroom, who don't know what it looks like, who don't know what it feels like to have 32 kindergartners running around outside of a birthday party. We are asking them to own that again, to be more than a test score, to be more than another staff meeting about API and AYP and unfunded mandates. We are asking them to do that. And you know what? It's been so long since we've asked them to be the professionals they were born to be that they are absolutely terrified. But it's going to be okay. All right, so hopefully our people believe in us enough to take that leap with us, and if they don't, we'll go back again.
And
if they will, hopefully our board will approve it.
When is that vote? When is that?
So if any of you are in my unit, you need to have the ballots in my office by next Friday at 5 o'clock. If you need me to come pick them up, I will come pick them up for you. I know you're very busy with the 75 CST tests you're giving this week. So the ballots are out now, and then our school board will vote depending on how we vote.